Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Here at TCM, we're all pretty passionate about film preservation. One reason we enjoy highlighting the work of organizations who work with such determination in the field of film restoration. Well, tonight we're saluting the work done in that restoration field by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, which they do in connection with the Film Foundation. And joining me is the current president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, Lorenzo Soria. Welcome back, Lorenzo.
Thank you for having me here.
Thanks. The next film we have for you is one directed by Ida Lupino. It's The Bigamist from 1953, released by Ida's own production and distribution company, which she called The Filmmakers, with Ida co-starring opposite Edmund O'Brien and Joan Fontaine. Now, why this movie? This was not a very big film at the time it came out, but it does have Ida Lupino directing, which was a rare thing.
Well, the fact that she directed was a remarkable fact in itself, because there weren't many women directors in the 50s in Hollywood. And so that alone made it significant. For us, it's significant also because this is the very first film that we restored, that we helped restore, along with the Film Foundation 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's also interesting because if you look at the movie, she's, the story of the bigamist is, she sort of takes the point of view of the bigamist in almost justifying his position.
Mm-hmm.
And in the view of feminists years later, that didn't go down too well. But as the years went by, she's now seen instead as Ida Lupino is seen as a pioneer,
mm-hmm.
and recognized as a very important figure in the history of women in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. And we do have to make one distinction here. It's not that there were very few women directors in Hollywood. There was very few women directors being hired in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Ida had to form her own company, even had to distribute her own films and all that. So she was a pioneer, not only in getting hired to be a director or taking up the mantle of a director, but in making it happen. She went out there and she raised the money, she distributed the film, it wasn't just handed to her.
And so she didn't have it easy in those days, and so she was a strong,
yes.
Very well determined, and ultimately a remarkable woman that left a mark.
Right. So this was the very first film now that you restored or had.
It was, yeah, in 1996, I believe.
Now it said that this was done in cooperation with Republic Pictures. What did Republic Pictures have to do with it?
Republic Pictures has to do with the fact that their collection was with the UCLA Film Archives. So they had a bunch of films that came from Republic, and one of them happened to be The Bigamist, and that's how it ended up being one of the movies that actually being the first movie that we worked with.
Interesting. So let's see the film. Here it is, starring Ida Lupino, Joan Fontaine, Edmund O'Brien, and Edmund Gwenn. 1953, directed by Ida Lupino, The Bigamist.